I hadn't looked at my phone in exactly 47 hours when I found the message that had been sent from my own number to myself. My name is Ryan Cole, and I used to think I was in control. 28 years old, software developer, living alone in a downtown Seattle apartment. I told myself I could stop any time. It started innocent enough. A notification here, a scroll there. But somewhere along the line, the phone stopped being a tool. It became something that demanded my attention every waking moment. I'd check it first thing in the morning. During meals, I'd scroll through feeds of people I didn't know. At work, every few minutes, my hand would drift toward my pocket. At night, the blue glow was the last thing I'd see. My relationships crumbled. My sister stopped inviting me to dinners. My best friend told me I felt like a ghost. "You're here, but you're not here," he said. Then came October 17th, a Tuesday that changed everything. I was crossing the street, eyes locked on my screen, reading some pointless comment. I didn't hear the horn, didn't see the delivery truck until someone yanked me backward. The truck missed me by inches. The stranger who saved me looked at me with pity and disgust. "You almost died for that screen," he said, gesturing to my phone, which had clattered to the pavement. The screen was shattered. That night, I made a decision. I locked my phone in a metal box with a combination lock and put it on the highest shelf in my closet. Then I wrote the combination on paper, sealed it in an envelope, and gave it to my elderly neighbor, Mr. Harrison. "Don't give this back to me for 72 hours, I told him, "no matter what I say." He studied me with sharp eyes. "Withdrawals are hardest at the beginning," he said. "Stay strong, Ryan." Hour 1 felt liberating. I cooked a real meal. Hour 6 brought anxiety. My hand kept reaching for my pocket, closing on empty air. Hour 12, panic set in. What if there was an emergency? I knocked on Mr. Harrison's door, but he wasn't home. Hour 24, I started noticing things. The way light moved across my wall. The sound of rain I'd never heard before. The world had detail I'd forgotten existed. Hour 47. That's when everything got strange. I found my old laptop in a drawer. I powered it up, and as it groaned to life, I noticed something odd. My email was open. There, in my inbox, was a message I'd never seen before. Sent 2 days ago. The sender, my own phone number. The subject line, "You need to read this before it's too late." My blood went cold. I clicked it open. "Ryan, you don't know me, but I know you. I know what you did at 3:47 a.m. on October 3rd. I know about the project files you accessed at work. I know about your searches, your websites, your photos. I know about the voice recordings your phone made while you thought it was off. I've been watching through your phone for 6 months. Your phone is a window. Most people don't realize who's looking through from the other side. You have 72 hours to decide. Keep your phone locked away, and I'll delete everything. Take it back, and everything I know gets uploaded. Your employer, your family, everyone will see who you really are. Asterisk. The countdown started when you locked that phone away. Tick-tock, Ryan. I read it 4 times, hands shaking. This had to be a joke, but nobody knew about my late-night work sessions. The email was sent from my phone's IP address at 4:32 p.m. on October 17th, about an hour after I'd locked it away. But that was impossible, unless someone had remote access. I spent hours tearing through every digital footprint. My cloud storage, my old backups. What I found made my skin crawl. Photos I didn't remember taking. Screenshots of conversations. Voice memos I never recorded. GPS data tracking everywhere I'd been for a year. but the folder labeled Ryan Behavioral Analysis broke me. Inside were documents, charts, graphs, a comprehensive profile of my habits, my patterns. It detailed when I checked my phone every 3.7 minutes what content kept me scrolling, what triggered my responses. Someone had been studying me, training me like a lab rat. At the bottom was a video file. I clicked. The video showed me in my apartment, filmed from a high angle. I watched myself scroll mindlessly, completely unaware. Then the angle changed, lower, moving. Someone had been in my apartment, walking around, filming me while I was too absorbed to notice. The video ended with me asleep, phone clutched in hand. A voice whispered, "He'll never wake up." I ran to my closet, grabbed the metal box, still locked. But when I shook it, it felt wrong, too light. I smashed the lock with a hammer. Inside, nothing. The phone was gone. I ran to Mr. Harrison's apartment, pounded on his door. No answer. I tried the handle. Unlocked. Mr. Harrison? His apartment was empty. No furniture, no pictures, no sign anyone had lived there. The floor was dusty, undisturbed except for my footprints. Nobody had been in this apartment for months. But I'd talked to Mr. Harrison 2 days ago. Hadn't I? I searched property records on my laptop. Apartment 4B had been vacant for 14 months. No tenant, no Mr. Harrison. So, who had I been talking to? Another email arrived. "You're starting to understand, Ryan, how much of your reality exists only in that screen. How many memories are real versus digital constructs.